Hey, welcome to the Good Talk, where we recap the game that just happened. So spoilers, if you haven't watched it yet, make sure you guys go check that out. We're also going to be taking your comments and questions through Super Chat, and we're going to have some cool mail time. We got some cool presents from you guys, and we're super excited to kind of check those out. A lot of Titan Watch that I see, a lot of cool gifts.
Yeah, exciting. Mail. Always fun.
Always fun.
We got some of
It's
this
like
mail.
Christmas like multiple times a week, actually.
Yeah, we got some of this mail during the game. You guys might have heard that.
That was exciting.
That was exciting.
Yeah.
We were a little worried for you because you left, you fully left the studio. You closed the door behind you. And we were like, what is he doing with the
He
mailman?
was a little chatty. The mail guy's a little chatty.
Yeah.
So I had to.
Well, he's lonely.
I mean,
It's
some people
Saturday.
like to talk.
It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday. Yeah.
The game that just happened, super awesome, right? Tyranids versus Guard.
What a game.
A legendary matchup. So yeah, it was a super exciting game. I had a ton of fun just being like all bug-like and like, going, "Arr!" and then just like running up the board. But like you were trying to make sure I had no fun that game, actually. You're killing my vibes.
Did everything in my power to make it so that you never held
You
any
were like
points.
fencing me in. I was like the zombie that was like all crazy and just like putting up walls with your tanks.
And my people. I put humans under your bugs.
Right.
But no, it was a super thematic, great game.
Yeah.
I think the lists did just nothing we expected.
Yeah.
Like there were some things we expected where like I have transports and people in them, so you don't really want to break the transport.
Sure.
You have to like
There's some hard
get through a couple
decisions. Like I had to shoot the Hive Guard at some things that I really didn't want to shoot at. But for the points, like it just had to happen. It definitely didn't go the way we expected it.
the dice were just all over the place.
The dice were so bad.
They were just all over the place. Like turn one, I lose a tank commander instantly, and then the other tank commander
just lives forever,
untouched.
He goes on to like write a book, and like he just has a
that guy got promoted.
Yeah, right. He just goes on to live a long life. It was super crazy. We thought Guard would lose its legs later in the game, and you would just be like trying to fish for these objectives. But it ended up being me trying to like stay alive with my monsters and getting on these objectives and not being able to do so at the last turn, right? So it was super exciting.
Yeah, it was a lot of back and forth, a lot of trading.
Any MVPs for you?
I mean,
The Guard that never break.
actual answer, the tank commander who lived and just kept one-shotting monsters. He was just
Right.
like, you're
The
dead.
Exocrine was like, wait, so it
You're
just
dead.
dies? Yeah.
You're dead.
No invulns.
He was an
all
animal.
invulns.
Tyranids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But MVP, like spiritually, the Death Strike, because that was awesome.
It was not. I mean, it did some damage.
It did do some
It
damage.
did some damage.
But was it like
It
200
wasn't-
points and 3 command points for
it
the
really?
entire game of
200
damage?
points.
No.
I think maybe like mid 100s, like one.
I might have made that up. Let me check. I'll check the points.
Yeah.
I just pulled a number out of a hat. We'll see. But
But
like,
it wasn't like it didn't swing points in any given way. It was things happened. Like you did like some splash damage on some gaunts that was really like you were gonna take care of them anyways, right? So like,
the weird thing about the Death Strike is you have to evaluate it in that it gets one turn in the whole game. So it looks like it deals a lot because it does more than any one thing should do in one turn. But it only gets its one
not
turn.
More than a demolisher can.
And you don't get to pick which turn it does it. That's the other thing. It's like, it can't be turn 1. It's probably not turn 2. Maybe turn 3, but probably turns 4 or 5. Where the game's already been decided and the AoE no longer matters. It is, let's see, 150 points.
150.
Okay,
Okay.
Would you take 3 of them? Would you triple Death Strike?
You can take 9. You can take squadrons of Death Strikes.
But the command
the
The
stratagem.
stratagem.
is the problem.
Well, but you're okay.
You're
Hold
hoping
on.
they go off on different
On
turns,
average.
so you
Turn
can spend
2.
9 CP.
Turn 2. You have 9 of them to fish for 6s.
Chances are.
So you'll get one of them turn 2 and you'll Vortex Missile. And then turn 3, you're guaranteed to get one in Vortex Missile. And you just save a couple for turn 4 to Vortex Missile on turn 4.
We don't.
So if you have 9 to 12 CP to save to really funnel into this, you could definitely do it.
We don't have 9, but I think we just figured out what our next 8-hour painting marathon is.
Painting all the Death Strikes. All right, that was my MVP. What about you, John? What was your MVP?
I think spiritually and actually, Gene himself, the Gene Stealer.
Gee, what an animal.
Because he did swing like 8 points. He got me 5 points. He got me strangled.
It was actually more than that.
Yeah, no, it was actually way more. It was 11.
Like hidden points where like I couldn't rod. The corner that I missed for rod was an easy rod quarter, but I was just all my guard were like trapped in combat with Gene.
Sure.
So he just like did so much to stop me from scoring points.
Yeah.
It was rough.
I have a question. You know, we normally do MVPs, and we did some real MVPs and some spiritual MVPs.
Okay.
We had a game with a lot of underperformers. So we have some LVPs.
Yeah, LVPs.
You have quite a few. You have several LVPs.
I mean, compared to Gene.
Hive Tyrant was so
The Hive
bad.
Tyrant is who I'm thinking of specifically.
No.
But honestly, I felt like even your Hive Guard, after turn 1, right? Like, the Hive Guard did very little.
They were shooting at suboptimal targets. And so like they were either way overgunned for the, like you're shooting a massive strength 8 D3 damage gun at guardsmen.
Yeah.
And then still not killing a full squad.
Kill
so you're
4.
double shooting to kill a squad of
Double
guardsmen.
shooting to kill 5, maybe.
Right.
Or they're shooting vehicles that they're just not ideal. They're elite killers.
Yeah, they are. And you didn't have a ton of elites. I killed the elites that...
Bulgrin got smashed.
They got smashed. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just picked up like most of the squad.
Yeah.
They still did work.
Bulgrin might have been my LVP. He did nothing.
Yeah, they also...
They took down some warriors.
One Tyranid warrior.
1.5.
Okay.
But Warriors also big LVPs.
Big LVP, yeah. I
was
look at them.
expected.
I look at them, and I think T5 or at least a 3-up save.
Both.
None of those.
Both 4, 5 wounds, maybe.
Yeah.
Right, but
Right.
it's
5. Get out of here, Zach. 5 wounds.
Oh, I think for sure.
Are you insane?
You
Have
don't-
you seen the size of the model? It's like this
You
big.
don't see that going up to 4. They have.
carapace.
They're less tough than an orc right now.
You know what has
That's
5
true.
wounds? The transports, like Venoms, have 5 wounds, and they're like this big.
That's true.
So does
You're
the
gonna put
Cadre.
a
So
little
does the Cadre Fireblade.
It's Eldar. It's fine. It's sleek. You know, it makes sense. This guy's a hunky dude. You know, like he's like mostly armor. He's like 50% armor.
Hive Guard are bigger than Tyranid warriors. In almost every way.
Sure.
They're bulkier for sure. Yeah.
So if you're gonna give a Tyranid warrior, let's say 4 wounds, then a Hive Guard has to have at least 4 wounds and a better save.
Sure. I mean, I think these are known problems with Tyranids for the last 2 codexes, right? Their stats are.
Not correct.
It's supposed to be an army that I think you throw stats at people. You
Right.
throw numbers of attacks. You throw scary but it doesn't do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So,
if we're making Hive Guard that durable, they need to lose indirect. Or at least not have strength 8. Ignore cover AP2 shooting.
yeah, strength 8 is a little weird, but I mean,
I'd even be okay seeing them hit on 4s. I mean, thematically, hitting
Right.
on 4s makes more sense.
yeah, they can't even see the guys.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
I mean, like Dark Reapers hit on 3s, you know? And they're like inescapable, see into the future, never miss, like psychic dudes, you know?
And Hive Guard are just bugs.
Yeah, then they're just bugs, you know? I said it, all right?
Meat to put between you and the Hive Tyrant. Well, anyway,
Awesome.
great game.
Yeah.
Lots of ups and downs.
Yeah, totally.
Crazy swings.
Yep.
I think it's mail time.
Mail time. Who wants to be the first one? Zach?
Well, this one I already pre-opened to
Oh,
make
there you
sure.
go.
Let's do it then.
To make sure that this wasn't us ordering
we'll
a thing
pass
for
them out
ourselves.
like Christmas.
Oh, it's like Christmas.
Yeah.
So this, I'm pretty sure, is from Cobra. If Adrian ordered this for us, and I'm just misattributing that to Cobra, that's okay.
Cool.
Cobra, I think you've earned this one. Even if Adrian bought it, I think you deserve the credit. This is a wash shirt from our Teespring
Oh, that's
for
awesome.
Adrian to wear when he goes to events, which we're
love
going to a lot of now.
I know.
Adrian's only going to wear that shirt.
Yeah, we're gonna
We've
have to-
committed him to it now.
The event is going to be like going to the grocery store.
As per my tradition, I will drape it over my legs as though I am a grandparent.
At least,
So we're simul box opening?
I mean, I'm prepping the box to be opened. Like,
It's
I
a
need
race. We're going to see.
I need a. Oh, dude,
please do not race with knives.
Yeah. You might be skilled with this, Zach, but me,
No.
on the other hand.
And actually, this box is really taped up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
This is an interesting race. John's first to open the box.
Oh,
John-
he does
John's-
have a lot of tape on his.
This is heavy.
But there's a lot of bubble wrap. Oh, so this is from Stefan, and it is for the Titan Watch. So we're in for a
I
pretty
should
sweet
check the
surprise here.
name. Adrian
looks
messaged
like-
me a name of a person.
Oh, like
And
maybe
said-
an IG.
This person, say their Discord name.
Whoops. Oh, that wasn't him.
It's not. No, it's not him.
Okay. It looks like we have some assault intercessors.
Ooh.
The color is down. Oh, wow. I like how they have like the whole arm purple. Like, so it's not just the shoulder pad, it's like a sleeve. It's kind of like when you think of
Right,
like the Lakers are almost.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
It's a cool
even
decision.
the yellow's in there too.
So, Bridger, we'll prep these boxes and pass them to you.
Okay.
So, since you're the one who knows this secret information.
Secret.
Oh, no.
Need to know.
I don't think, I checked before, unless one of the boxes that came during the show.
Well, that did
I don't think we have the box from this person.
Okay.
It's yet to come. Gene!
You know, interesting decision. This is something I always wonder about. Because they let you choose where to put the holster. And I mean, Zach, where would you, on an assault intercessor, bolt pistol in the right hand, chainsword in the left hand, where does the holster go? Left hip or right hip?
Oh, I don't know.
Is he a cop?
Oh.
Or is he a gunslinger?
Yeah.
Cop?
Both are
Gunslinger.
both are compelling.
This person has opted for cop, pulling from the
Oh,
opposite
this guy's a
side.
gunslinger.
He's a gunslinger?
Also, but this guy's extra cool. I don't even know if this is part of the. This is definitely not part of the model.
Oh, is he drug dealer? Because that one's from the back.
He's like he's like unloading a clip. Like the clip is coming out.
Nice.
And then he has a clip in the other hand, and he's like, and so he's like a gunslinger, and he's like unloading.
Yeah.
Reloading. Yeah.
Is this a 10-man squad? What is it?
But his clip
It's a
or his
lot.
holster is in the back. That model that's in your palm.
Yeah.
Confirm or deny, holster in the back.
Holster in the back.
So we have
Oh.
all three. We have gunslinger, we have cop,
Oh, we need to get
And we have
all three types.
drug dealer. We have all three.
These guys look great. Who was this?
This is Stefan.
Stefan?
Yeah.
These look
Oh,
great.
looks like we have a character too.
Now, Zach, I'm going to have to ask you how many shoulder pads can you name once we go to the glam cam?
The shoulder pads?
Yeah.
How many
of
can
the factions can you name? But you can put them on the glam cam.
Well, they haven't been. There's no.
They are colored.
Oh, just from the color?
You should guess some. You should be able to guess some of them.
Are they
Oh, there's a
founding
note.
chapters or are they like?
Oh, there's a note.
This guy's sick.
Am I allowed to read this? It doesn't say I can, but it doesn't appear to say anything revealing about the humans.
Check out
All
this
right.
guy, Zach.
Oh,
Cool.
is that a captain?
It looks
A lock
like
captain?
Yeah, he
captain of
looks
some
great.
sort. Yeah, like a
Wow.
smash captain.
Let's do this. Let's take a look at these guys.
And while they're on the
Whoa.
glam cam, look at that. You can't. You tell me you can't guess any of those shoulder
Sure,
pads?
of course I can. The yellow is probably Imperial
Your
Fist.
There you
Right,
go.
yeah.
The red and gold is probably Blood Angels.
Could be.
We've got a black. Oh, I don't know. That could be. Is this a test? Because I'm not good at Space Marines.
That could also be. That could also be Blood Angels.
That
Flesh
could-
Tears.
That could. Okay, yeah. So I haven't even thought.
But
about.
it could also be, like Iron Hands or maybe something like that.
It could be. It could be the ones from the game, Blood Ravens.
Blood Ravens.
Oh.
Blood Ravens.
Maybe I don't know. And
From
Chapters
Dawn
of
of
Ruin.
War 2?
yeah.
Well,
Uh,
and 1 and 3.
Yeah.
What about purple? What's the Loyalist purple chapter?
No, the purple's on their left shoulder, which is Titan Watch.
Oh, they're-
When you're in the Death Watch, left shoulder is like Death Watch, and right
Yeah.
shoulder is your old
wait,
chapter.
your left?
The model's left.
Wait,
Model
from
left.
what?
From the model's perspective, their left shoulder pad.
It's like medical left.
All right, Zach.
I got you.
So we do have a note from Steven that says, "Hello Titans, Steven here. What an exciting event. Special thanks to someone in Czech, Liam. He was nice enough to send me some models to paint for it. In this box, we have a captain that I kit bashed with some of my bits along with Liam's model and a 10-man squad of assault intercessors. I hope you enjoy the captain. He was a blast to kit bash. With a helmet like this, he has to be from the Ultramarines. So I've named him Captain Icarus Valor.
Ooh.
I equipped him with a jump pack, the Xenophase blade, and a storm shield. As for the assault intercessors, I thought it fitting to have an assortment of different boys from melee chapters, and one from my favorite chapter, the Salamanders. Zach, can you find the Salamander?
Ooh,
I will, and I did see the Salamander. Now here's the captain. He's not based yet, which is okay. So I'm gonna hold him here, and he does look quite striking.
Zach, none of them are based. We're going to base the whole army.
Sorry, he's not on the base.
He's not actually on his base, so he can't stand up.
So no basing and not based. So yeah, right when I saw this helmet, I was like, Ultramarines, for sure.
And here I think is our Salamander. It's black with a little green around it.
It's like a dark green. Yeah.
Very cool. Enjoy the models. I look forward to watching future Death Watch games with all these cool models. I'm excited.
Heck yeah.
This is from FT Winchester, is their Discord name. And I see them in chat.
Right, he said you can read, so we're in the clear.
Nice. But yeah, totally dope. Oh, and it even has a... All right, we should keep this with those.
Yeah.
Definitely. And
that
we
we
can even
can
put it back in the box.
Yeah, don't even... Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's
Back
what
in the box.
That's
Okay, what an
actually
idea.
pretty smart.
Why didn't we...
wow. This changes everything.
We were like putting models on shelves and stuff. That was
Yeah, we have
just
like...
not a good idea.
on the shelves over on the hobby studio. So yeah, they're
All
everywhere.
over the place.
So we'll just put it back in the box.
Zach's like...
He's a little annoyed about this.
No, it's great.
It's a big brain. Here's another one, if you want to...
Oh, am I reading another note?
Is this
I'm the note reader.
the note Rita?
I'm sure the note will say.
Yeah. Can we say first names? Should we? Or is it
don't know.
caution to the wind here?
This is from Nick. The note
Yep,
is...
that is.
It does say...
The
It's
package
signed
does
Nick.
say Nick as well.
It says, Titans, this is my submission to the Titan Watch Army. Oddly, his transfer documents are missing. I wanted to send something unique. Started watching, collecting about 1 year ago, and just became a member. Keep up the good work.
Hey,
Thank you, Nick.
long-time viewer. Thank you.
And what do we got?
Oh, whoa. We got
Careful.
a sweet model. He has a bayonet, so I already approve. Oh my gosh, that blue.
That blue is nice.
It's
right?
like
It just pops.
It's like old Alpha Legion, right? 30k Alpha Legion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's got a cool bayonet.
Jeez.
Oh, you're giving it to me? I get to.
Yeah. Well, I can't
Ooh.
not give it to you.
Oh, he's a little
Can't skip
beaky.
yet.
Little beaky boy.
Little beaky boy.
Here you go, John. This one, and then I have the.
Where's this
note
gun
here.
from? This
So
is
let's take a look at Nick's before we move on.
This is
here.
this is a Death Watch gun. It's a combi. Oh no, the Fragstorm. They have a flamer gun. Oh man, I'm outing myself as a person who doesn't make Death Watch. They have a gun that is a flamer and a grenade launcher, and I think it's the Fragstorm.
You guys are doing a great job packing these.
Inferno something. He looks dope, and the gun's really cool.
He looks very nice. This blue shoulder pad is super cool.
Striking.
It's very striking. This is like an old, like a little
Jeez,
Mark.
here, I'm just gonna give this to you.
Not
Mark
Mark
IV?
III. It is. I think it's Mark
It's Mark
IV.
IV.
Yeah.
And he's a beaky boy.
Really
I
nice.
love me some beakies. Frag cannons. That's what Chad is saying.
This is great. And you know what's funny? Bridger or John was like, you guys are doing a great job packing these. That seems like such a unnecessary or like bizarre like compliment to pass.
No, like,
but it's a really important one. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like none of these are coming out broken, right?
No, not yet.
Not yet. I'm not jinxing it. Hopefully.
Yeah.
This one is like actually like this is giving me the Tyranid package vibes, where it was just like super bubble wrapped. It was like.
Oh.
Like we ended this like I don't know if Adrian has a picture, but we had like a huge ball of just wrapping paper and
Oh, right,
plastic.
right.
Yeah.
So, okay, this one that Bridger and John are currently working on is from Stefano, Forest Wizard is his name. Good morrow, Titans. Here is my contribution to the Titans Watch. A Hammerfall bunker and Old Boy 2nd Edition Space Marine. I can't thank you enough for all the tremendous amount of entertainment you give us all. Much love to all Titans and extended families, as well as chat. Big up from Philly, which is great. Stefano, that's close to my neck of the woods. I love Philly. P.S. Feel free to add a salamander transfer to the green shoulder pad on the Marine. Is that how it was?
Yeah. That's actually super cool.
So the Space Marine is inside the bunker.
It's an orc.
That's an orc.
It's an orc.
Oh, it's an orc? Yeah. What?
Look.
That's pretty
Here,
great.
you get the turret,
Yeah.
and is he...
This one came
Oh,
with
he's like on a stack of bases to be looking out.
That's awesome.
Is this
cool, too.
glued?
I think it's.
I'm gonna leave it. I think that's a permanent fixture.
I'm sure it's intentional, right?
We're gonna leave him in there.
No, totally unintentional.
Totally
I
unintentional.
don't know how it happened. There's just an orc with
I've
like
never
6
seen that
bases.
model in my life.
Then we have a bunch of guns. I believe one of them's like a heavy bolter, and probably a heavy flamer on one of them. The Sponsons.
Yeah.
Esque.
What a cool model.
The Hammerfall?
Kind of bigger than I was expecting.
Yeah, it's a great
huge,
model. I
right?
love it. Let's see if this view.
Oh wow.
We might have to zoom out a little bit.
Yeah, we'll zoom out.
It's really clean. Great job.
I love that turret. The
We
turret's
also
like
have
fun to play with.
we have a singular man.
Yeah.
Whose man's is this?
That was part of the same.
Yeah.
Didn't he say he was?
He has one green shoulder pad.
Oh,
one
yeah.
Titan watch.
And that is
You think Salamander?
that is an old model. He's right. This guy is.
Is he smaller than the Mark IV?
He is.
Can we put him next to the Mark IV?
Yeah.
Oh, he's so small.
He's tiny.
Little tiny guy.
Put it on the glam cam.
I'm going to. We're gonna zoom in. And this guy looks great. This is like the old in the 90s when you see all the Marines and they're all just standing there with their guns.
Clean.
Like a. It's very clean. This is very nice. We're gonna just have to.
Back when
zoom
Space Marines were kind of like guard.
Enhance.
in. Let's see. There we go.
Oh, look at that guy. And put a Mark IV next to him.
It might be the same size. He looks a little bigger.
Who's bending their knees more?
I think it holds up. I think they work together, but
There you go.
no, the Mark IV is significantly bigger.
Big bro, little bro. And then you put like an intercessor. Here, do you want an intercessor to put next to him?
Oh jeez.
We got a real big bro, little bro situation.
Oh no.
Now he's
Small
also on a
ones.
base. He's on a base, so there's that.
He's like twice the size of the old.
But I love it, and I love all these little Marines. I love that so many people have all these little Marines laying around, and it's nice to see them get some use.
See him get a home.
Totally.
Because
Yeah.
we now know they don't have a home in Kill Team. If you have a loose model, like one or two of a thing, Kill Team's not for you anymore.
All right, so we're going to keep him by the Hammerfall bunker, and people want to see the inside of the Hammerfall bunker. Let's put that in a little box.
Little box.
Okay, and here
And I
is
do
the
need the
inside
Reaver
of the
bag.
Hammerfall bunker.
We got to make sure, although we're putting them back in boxes, we have to make sure we don't.
Note in box.
No in box, and
And
also
don't throw out the box.
don't toss the box, guys. I'm gonna put it just because I'm scared. I'm gonna put it.
This
on,
room is so dangerous now. It's full of a bunch of empty boxes and
Right.
boxes that have.
I'm putting it on the shelf so we know that there's something in.
There's like no lighting back. We can't see that. at all.
Not great lighting, so let's see. Can we?
Do you need that another hand? Maybe.
What is that? What are you-
No, this is not working. Here, let's see if we can
Oh,
zoom.
that kind of worked.
Yeah.
When you were doing that.
Yeah.
Can we?
The autofocus isn't really doing it for you, but
Well, he looks great. Is there one more to open?
just put it upside down on the. No, upside down.
Oh my God.
There you go. There you
Oh.
go.
We showed
There's the
this view.
old-
I,
there you
I
go.
was hoping to get a good view of him peeking out.
He's a peeky beaky boy.
Yeah.
Beaky.
We do have one more. You want me to open it?
Yeah, let's open it.
It has brown paper wrapping, so I don't need any of your silly knives. Just tear the paper.
This is it Bridger proof?
No,
We'll find out.
nothing is Bridger proof.
Tune in next time.
I'll figure it out.
Oh, nice.
This
is awesome.
is from thanks again, Stefano. And I don't know, maybe if you're still in there.
All right. I did
know
have
if
to
you're in chat.
confirm if this
Uh,
is Titan Watch.
This guy as well, John. That little tiny dude.
We're back to putting things on shelves, but there will be a note next to it. And this guy.
This one doesn't have a from, but maybe there's a note inside. And I did have to double check that this wasn't just a thing that we ordered for
Is it a
ourselves.
purple orc? I don't think he's purple, guys.
Because it's in a resin box. And I thought, did we just order resin? And then,
It got wrapped in brown paper though.
good point. Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Forge World, just like kind of wrapping that up for us, like a little present.
Got it.
Nice.
Where do we start?
Is that a?
It's a mystery. Okay, we do have a note.
Oh,
I'll read the note. And as is our custom.
custom. Like to.
Oh,
Good sir.
so cool. It's like a. This is not gonna. We're gonna need to put this on the glam cam.
Oh yeah.
It's like those redacted notes.
Yeah.
So special orders number 2401 in the Ultima Sector Ultima Segmentum. And it's got a year. It's a year. I'm not gonna read that. Request for Watch Fortress founding approved by order of Redacted, and the Ordo Xenos request to found Watch Fortress Titan in the Sanclarius sector has been approved. All Battle Brother reinforcements will arrive by 3.1 August CM M41. That's August 31st this
jeez.
year, I think.
This guy's.
Oh, we got a Redempty boy?
awesome. A Redempty boy. And
Is
I
that the
wonder-
first one or no?
I don't
no.
know if these are
We
magnetized.
have a feel, right?
We have,
This is
we have
exciting.
a fleet of Redemptor Dreadnoughts.
And it looks
Magnetized.
super clean, man.
Oh, look at that
I don't
Salamander
know.
shoulder pad.
I don't know if exactly magnetized, but Be careful of that right arm. But yeah, that shoulder pad's awesome.
That's a dope shoulder pad.
Yeah. Is that can't be? Those are transfers, right?
Yeah. Yes.
They look clean. It's really clean.
I think it's a transfer.
Who is this for?
This is for the.
Although the Tabletop Titans logo is freehand.
Oh,
I think
wow.
is my. That's why I was fiddle-faddling about.
Redacted.
So this is Zacharias, the Redemptor Dreadnought, chapter Lords of Ash, which must be a Salamander successor.
Mm-hmm.
A venerable brother of the Lords of Ash, Zacharias served within the castigation of Redacted, and proved his skill amongst the battle line brothers of the chapter. His adeptitude in slaying the Xenos filth was rewarded with a tour amongst the Death Watch. In this time, he faced the growing Tau Septs, Redacted, and dying Eldar. After returning to his chapter upon Redacted, he fought against the Great Devourer and was felled by the monstrous creatures of an unknown hive fleet bearing yellow and black markings. Though little remained, he was placed inside the sarcophagus of Redemptor Dreadnought and given new life to serve the Imperium. On awakening, Zacharias requested he be transferred to the Death Watch permanently till vengeance can be claimed. Zach, you want to put this on the
awesome.
the glamour cam?
That's an epic story, dude.
Yeah, we've got a few that look like this, and this is really nice. This kind of makes it just extra special, right? When people go out of their way, and they put like the Imperial letterhead and the redacted stuff on there, and it really just kind of makes it extra special.
It's super cool.
This guy's been through some stuff, man.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
That's, being a Dreadnought's rough.
Right?
You get your body torn to shreds at the end of your line of duty, and they're like, we need you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Want to live in a refrigerator?
There's
now
no retirement home for these Space Marines.
Your life is pain, and we will not let you die.
And you also can't use the bathroom. So
this does look great. This is great edge highlighting on black. Fantastic look. Really well done. Yeah.
And the color scheme's dope. I like the red and black.
Yeah.
The red highlights are nice.
Okay, fun.
That was mail time.
That was mail time.
It's now Q&A time.
We do have some questions. Let's see. We have a few to get through here. Some from earlier today. So let me pull those up.
You're scrolling really far.
Yeah, a little too. I think
far
I
again.
was up too far. I think I was in the right spot.
There you are.
There's one, and there's one more above that.
Is there?
Oh, maybe not. Okay, so we'll start here. Thank you, M1. Hey, Titans, just wondering, what is the best army list for Dark Angels currently? Is it more than one detachment, and what units are in it?
Ooh. So this is a really good question. I think Dark Angels is a really good army. I see it a lot in competitive play a lot, but when I think of competitive lists, it's usually 2 detachments. What do you think?
Transformed a lot. When they first came out, Deathwing was ridiculous. Nobody could handle it. There wasn't enough lethality to get through Deathwing. So they would just hold their backfield objective, score their 15 on their secondary, and then just trudge up the board with an unkillable block of Terminators.
Right. So you're saying just pure Terminator lists.
That used to be the way, right? On release. And then the game just got more and more lethal around them. And there were more and more tricks to deal with them. Armies got faster. So Drukhari can get around, kill your backfield objective, and then hold every objective except the one in the middle, and you lose. Also, Dark Lances just chip away at you. The Mortal Wounds, Succubuses will get through those Terminators regardless. Yeah. And then AdMech came out, and it's lol, we leaned on force to hit. Yeah, right. Lol, you're dead. So nothing survives AdMech. Sure. So the whole concept of I'm more durable than you can kill doesn't work anymore. So Deathwing have been pushed into the margins. It's still useful. You
need something more.
A hammer.
You need something more than that.
But Ravenwing with Meltas is what you do now. You take shooty Ravenwing, and you're fast, and you get an inbalm, and you have Meltas. And those are
that's what I was going to go for. The other part of your list is going to be Melta bikes, just to move up the board, deal with things, and hopefully steal objectives as well.
I think even Plasma bikes are played now, which is crazy.
Plasma bikes?
Yeah. Starting to see...
That is thematically very Dark Angels. That's kind of what's supposed to be their thing.
More commitment to Ravenwing.
But there's definitely still a place for those Terminators. You need at least 1 or 2 blobs. Maybe they're are they called veterans? The company, the smaller squads that are 70 points for 2.
Command squads.
Command squads. Yeah. There's room for those. I think do you still want the 2 detachments or?
Yeah, I don't think you can play 1 detachment.
Yeah. Ravenwing. Or
what are we? the whole army is called Dark Angels.
Right.
I don't think you can play one detachment Dark Angels
What are we
anymore.
doing?
And I don't think you've been able to for a long time.
Yeah.
You just give up too much by saying, I'm only one wing. Because like either you're full Deathwing and you have no shooting,
Yeah.
and people just stay out of arm's reach and shoot you, or you're all Ravenwing and you can't really durably hold an objective, and you're still expensive. So like,
What about Green Wing?
what about Greenwing?
Can they do one?
That's literally just the rest of Dark Angels.
yeah, can they do one?
They're not special. That's by default your Greenwing. I might be incorrect in saying that, but Greenwing's not special.
It's slang for that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Maximo Martin. Custodes question. 2 Galatus, 2 Telemons, 10 Sagittarius. How would you build a list? I have these and also 8 Spear and Shield Guard.
Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield Guard. Bike Captain, 3 bikes. Terminator Captain, 8 times Alaris. Vexilla, and 7 more. Is that 7 more Sagittarius?
He's probably meant to say Venatari at the end. Well, I don't know. It's weird for him to say 10 Sagittarum and.
Well, no, because it does say 10 more up here. And then 7.
Okay, well, I'll just roll with it.
Let's have a list.
You don't have Trajan, which is okay, but he's actually like really good in this kind of army. So you have the bones. You have the basis of the only remaining competitive Custodes list, which is 2 or 3 Galatus, 1 or 2 Telemon, Sagittarum for backfield shooting. You bring a Bike Captain. You might bring some Shield Guard if you want to durably hold an objective, although the game is so lethal at this point that they might not survive anyway. So you might just want all Sagittarum. Like
I will say your Drukhari matchup is really good if you take shields, right? Like witches don't have a ton of AP, so you'll get like a 2-up save, you know.
But they choose the engagement, so like your
true.
sword guard will just never be in combat.
Sure.
And they'll be sad. So like the Sagittarum have been like a huge sine wave of like, are they good or not to me? Because on release their guns were amazing, and then the game got more lethal around them, and then they got the heavy bolter buff, and it was like, oh, maybe you can play Sagittarum again, because now they have 2 damage and 3 damage shots. That's like really good. But the game was so lethal that they became bad again. But now the game is so lethal that even Shield Guard die. So if anything's going to die, you might as well take something that can shoot before it dies.
Sure.
So it's been like this crazy roller coaster of like, are Sagittarum good or not? I think they're good right now.
Yeah.
For the reason I just said. They at least get to shoot before they die.
It'll be a race to do something with them before they get, you know, pummeled off the table.
Deleted.
Yeah.
But then I would. Oh, you scrolled, Zach. I would.
Did. Yeah. Do you need me to go back?
You need Venatari. Now you can continue scrolling. You need 5 Venatari. It is the shooting threat of the army, and the reason I say you want Trajan is he just sits between these Dreadnoughts, and they're strength 6 with all their flamers and stuff, and they're going to be wounding a lot of units on 2s, and 2s rerolling 1s on an auto-hitting weapon is just like, however many shots I get, you roll that many saves.
Yeah.
Like, that's good. That's strong. And then he gives you effectively 3 CP because you're going to stooping dive or something. He's going to give you a CP refund on something.
For sure.
And you need that because you're going to spend a lot of CP on Shadow Keepers and Emperor's Auspice and command point rerolls. You're going to be trying to not die for the whole game, which costs a lot of CP.
It's expensive to try to not die.
Right. I dig it. Yeah. Good answer.
Yeah, thank you, Wanny. With the show-off of the new Warzone NID Synapse rules, any thoughts on those, or wishes thoughts for the Codex whenever the Swarm gets some love?
We read this one.
Did we?
No, I don't think we did.
Because I remember talking about...
We did talk about the
did talk a
Synapse.
little bit.
Maybe we can just recap maybe again. We love the direction it's going, right? We don't want to get punished for not being in Synapse range. Right now, it makes us fearless. It makes us from not running, but we also take like a minus to hit as well if you're not in Synapse. So maybe less negative effects, more buffs like what we've seen so far in the kind of GW spoilers where we get cool things. I would just want to see more cool Synapse stuff, like I don't know, maybe an upgrade that does I don't know, some cool.
I could see like Chapter Master type buffs where it's like I'll pay points and then this Synapse creature gives a Synapse buff every command phase.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be
I could
fun.
see that.
I think like just right off the cuff that Tyranids remind me a little bit of like Eldar, and that the play style The bones of the Codex, as we like to say, are good, but they need better. They need 9th ed stats. Right. Warriors.
Yeah.
If they don't want to give invuln saves to big monsters because Tyranids thematically shouldn't have glowing energy shields around them, then they need more wounds. More of them need to be T8. I'd love to see everyone regenning a wound.
Ooh, yeah.
I think it would be fine if they got invulns. Like, the concept of an invuln is a very abstract thing. It's often representative of, like, an energy shield or something, but it's also...
Speed,
right? Gene Stealers have an invuln because they're
yeah.
just fast.
That's
so
true.
I think, like, big bugs are just fat. They have so much excess flesh that you have to get through all that excess. You need a penetrating shot.
Right.
Like,
I guess
really
they like to show that with a...
toughness or wounds or
something, right?
Sure. They are pretty high toughness, those monsters, but
there's a number of ways to make it happen, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Broken Chef. Shout out to the community. I'm listening while painting some Seraphon. It was cool to see my croak on Hobby Titans. Today is 4 Stegodons, 1 Carnosaur, 6 Croxagors, 40 Saurus, and 2 Standards.
Jeez.
Today, that's done? He has finished that to date, or today he's painting all that?
Hard to say, right? He's kind of doing this as his full-time gig now, right? Broken Chef is...
Yeah, but that's in one day to paint.
Well, he might be working, this is like something you could airbrush
the
all
current
this in a
project,
day.
maybe?
If he's airbrushing, this would be an airbrush day, yeah.
That's a lot.
Nice.
That's great, Broken Chef. I'm super excited to see more pictures. I, too... After my 1,000 Suns, probably here starting in October, I'm going to be putting a lot of love into a Seraphon army. It's kind of the army I'm most excited about playing in AOS.
Oh, man.
So I'm going to be putting a lot of work into one here.
Butts.
Pretty soon. What's that?
Butts?
Yeah. That's,
Wait, what?
Oh, man, Zach.
What?
It's a really mean army. There's like a few ways to make it not a mean army.
I think that it's an army kind of like my Tau, where I want to have, and my Eldar, where I want to own everything in the line and be able to go up and down with
Diversify.
it. Be able to play fun, light games.
Sure.
And it is better at that than Beastclaw Raiders because they have
Right. There's just one build.
There's
and
one
that build
build.
is either good or bad.
and you just run at things.
But, okay, hold on. But we can fix BCR. Because BCR is under Ogre Maw Tribes now.
Sure.
So, like, we could just put Noblars in there. Like, we can put an Iron Blaster. We can put my Man-Eaters that you're going to hate because they're all kinds of weird cultural Ogres. And you don't think Ogres have culture.
Never said that. I never said culture.
But we
I
could put
said
Man-Eaters in your
civilization.
BCR army.
Struggle with the distinction between these.
I think we can tweak BCR up and down using Ogres.
Yeah.
And I
for
have...
Sure. But it's not a painting
I'm gonna have like a
excursion I want to go on.
full collection.
And we're going to base them the same so we can use each other's stuff.
I think
It'll be fun.
we're going to own basically all of
Destruction.
Ogre Maw Tribe.
We're gonna own all
of destruction. We're going to own like as many as you can run of everything.
A tangent, but Broken Chef, that's awesome.
He did say it is the list for the workday.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
That's an aggressive workday. Don't burn out.
So I don't know.
Pace yourself.
I wouldn't expect to, depending on who he's cranking these out for in the standard, right? I wouldn't want to attempt to take these from gray plastic to finished in one day, but to take them maybe from fully assembled and primed to airbrushed and getting going on 1 or 2 units.
Yeah.
Reasonable, yeah. Thank you, Zach. A store had 2 tooth and claw sets on the shelf. Are these worth buying? And which will we see first on the channel or ever? Low-cost heavy destroyers or flash gits?
Tooth and Claw is Space Wolves and Orcs.
No. Space Wolves and... Oh, yeah. No.
Space Wolves and Knit?
Genester Cult?
Yeah, it's either Nids or Orcs. I'm not sure.
Or Tyranids?
Those were like around the same time.
Yeah.
Chat, let us know if you guys know. I saw this earlier and I meant to look it up.
I think it was GSC.
Yeah.
Gaz was in a different box, but it was around the same time. Or the Beast? Something about the Beast?
Oh, yeah. That's what, it's something...
But that's why we're thinking it's Orcs, is because there was another Space Wolf
It's not.
something box.
I'm almost positive it's not Orc.
It's GSC. It's Space Wolves and GSC. Is it worth buying if you like those factions? Neither of them are crazy right now.
Right. I will say, like, when I do go to stores, that's like usually the first one I see, right? So
you see this?
Yeah. I like
It's stuck around.
It's stuck around, right? Exactly
'Cause
what I'm
it's
trying
like
to say. It's not flying off the shelf, right?
Super popular factions.
Well, with these boxes, they're often just a good deal. So I agree with Bridger. If you like these factions, this is probably a great deal.
And it looks like it is Space Wolf and GSC.
Yeah, because Saga of the Beast was
Saga is the Beast, yeah.
Space Wolves and Gaz, which is why we were thinking.
So here's my question for you two.
Yeah.
Let's say you got the box and you painted it up.
Yeah.
Could you have fun games with your buddy with these two armies? Are they close enough?
Oh, totally.
Yeah, they usually are very good about making a box set, good at playing within itself, because that's how they get people into the game. Is they think if this box set isn't totally encapsulated within itself, if you need something else, they've failed. These box sets are like, I've never played 40K. I'm just gonna, what's this new box? All right, I'm gonna buy it like a board game and play with a friend. So they're usually very good at playing against each other.
Mm-hmm. I feel like if it's good in a vacuum, get it, because some of it will be good at some point in your lifetime. Right? I mean,
and when it is good, it's going to be sold out. So get it now.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. And it'll get good, and you're going to have it. It's going to be painted all right. You're going to show up the day the Codex drops, fully painted. I don't even know what's in that box.
You do have a point.
It's going to be great, right?
Yeah, that is a very valid point.
Yeah.
And he also asks, what are we going to see first on the channel? Locust Heavy Destroyers or Flash Kits? I know what my vote's for.
I think we've already played Flash Kits on the channel, so that answers the question.
But
well, that's what I voted for. So
we don't own Locust Heavy Destroyers, strangely enough.
We need to, because the models are beautiful.
The new ones are.
They're so good.
The old ones are a little derpy.
The old
are
ones
they? Aren't those just regular heavy destroyers?
Those aren't Locust.
No, the old ones are renamed Locust.
Yeah.
Locust
They've
is
all
old
been
destroyers.
renamed.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay.
But it's a beautiful kit. We do need to get some of those. Thank you, Zach Thorne. There's no question, only a reminder for John to close his tabs.
Oh no!
I saw that.
This is Discord shenanigans. Yeah,
you had a lot of tabs.
I just got a new kitty, so I took a picture of my kitty watching the channel and stuff, and everyone got to see all my tabs open. It was
I don't know how I saw it.
I'm glad I didn't have multiple windows open because that's just one window. It was 20-something tabs.
I mean, on the bright side, when it's a ton of tabs, they get really tiny and nobody can see what you were looking at.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nobody knows. Could be anything.
That's not a good excuse. But hey, you have 16 gigs of RAM. You gotta use it.
Only 16.
Yeah, I'm
weak
rookie
sauce.
numbers. It's been a while since I've upgraded my PC, guys. So.
Thanks so much, Zach, and thank you, Heinz, again. If orcs fight nids and then get eaten and absorbed, do orcs mushrooms grow in and on the new nids so that they get back and fight? Oh my gosh, I should have paced this out, or Heinz realized this is like a run-on sentence. And it's great, it's a great question, but okay, let me restart. If orcs fight nids and then get eaten and absorbed, do orc mushrooms grow in and on the new nids so that they get back and fight again, or even use the nids as new hosts so that they now absorb them? And why do Craft World Eldar suck so bad?
Just totally different direction.
I'm glad I restarted.
And Craft World sucks.
Well, this goes back to the Chaos Orc question of, these are two kind of infinite, unlimited sources of raw natural energy, right? It's
orcs and Tyranids. These are forces of nature squaring off, right?
But they're both endless threats. They're existential threats because they'll just multiply forever.
Right.
And it was the same with Chaos. Is if you mix Chaos and Orcs, who wins? Because they're both unending. Whose willpower? They're both factions that just are unending willpower. That's all they are. So when you mash those together, who wins? It's Chaos. You get Chaos Orcs, and they end up as Chaos.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. Is that?
It's canon. That's in many books. Chaos Orcs exist. They're like Nurgle Orcs and Khorne Orcs.
Huh.
They're not talked about often.
Yeah, I don't know that.
They're 5th Ed Codex.
No, not 5th Ed. I'd be shocked if that was modern canon.
It's not modern. No.
Sounds a little bit like
They probably retconned it since then, but
some of the canon.
Just like the Chaos Toilet got retconned out of the game.
Yeah, I don't think that's canon anymore.
But this is a similar concept. It's two willpower-focused forces of nature. When they meld, who comes out on top? Orcs or Nids? That's the basis of the question.
No, the question is,
why do Craft World Eldar suck so much?
Why do Craft World Eldar suck so bad?
You know what? Craft World Eldar don't suck, guys. They have the same shooting as they always had, right? They're super crazy output when it comes to the shooting phase, psychic phase, assault phase, right? They just play a different edition. That's all, right? They don't play 9th edition. They don't hold objectives.
You'd have had a fun game with my Simon against either of these two lists today.
Yeah.
That'd have been a good game.
Yeah. These are both 8th edition armies.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just supporting. Okay, you're supporting John's.
Absolutely.
Got it.
Yeah. But you just have to table the guy. Just table him. Yeah, you're fine. Don't hold objectives. Just cowabunga, dude. Take 9 platforms. Take 3 fire prisms.
With vibros, what are you taking on your platforms now?
Probably vibros. Yeah. If you can get line of sight. Although there's a lot of L's in the game now, so maybe you want to go with cannons.
A lot of L's in Craft World Eldar these days.
No. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, here we go. This is also Heinz, and this is a rough one because it's got some Orc talk mixed with some German.
Oh, well, we know your Orc talk is flawless.
Second round, silly German or Orkrant names. Plunderer equals Lutus. That makes sense. Po 1-0 in German is Posa. Fleshgitz. Panzer Knacker equals Tank Buster.
Nice.
That makes
Tank
sense.
Busters.
Yeah.
But what are, and I guess this is a quiz for us, what are Megacret and Schrot Jets?
Mega Scrap.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Megatrack Scrapjet.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. And this next one is Aufgemotzte. That's probably,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. I don't know what that one is. Oh, wait, this is one thing.
Yeah.
Aufgemotze Turbo Brenner.
Well said.
That is
No idea.
Turbo.
That is, yeah.
You got.
We got
you got that.
We got a 4th.
I know, but what orc, well, in English, right?
Oh wait, is it actually what Anlasta?
And Lasta.
Is that maybe a hint of what it is? Oh man.
I know, Germany's
Oh no.
the German
Adrian,
Warhammer
can we phone a
40K
friend?
just laughing at us right now. Yeah, do we call Adrian because he knows orcs?
Or because he
Or
knows
just
German.
because he knows German.
So should I just go to the next one?
Yeah, any good guesses?
Heinz, thank you so much. We are all bad at this. We're bad at orcs. We're bad at German.
Yeah.
So thank you.
That was a good question though.
That was a good question. We need Adrian. That's an Adrian question. Thank you, Brian Jones. Got my Thousand Suns Codex the night before it released. Nice. Stayed up till 3 a.m. reading and building my Magnus. I wish Magnus was an auto take, but without a 3+ invuln and his high points cost, I do not see him in a full competitive list.
I'll tell you what, Brian. I'm glad he's not an auto take
Same.
because nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Except Thousand Suns players.
No, I don't.
You're not yet a Thousand Suns player.
No, I guess that's true.
You're like a future Thousand Suns
I
player.
played 30k Thousand Suns and never took Magnus. It's not
Well,
fun.
That's pretty lame, actually.
I mean, I don't.
That's
It's not fun.
That's really lame.
It's not fun.
Are you sure that you want that T-Suns want Magnus though? It's kind of like the Death Guard, you know. If you're taking Morty, if everyone's taking Morty at the same time, everyone has it in this list. You see a Death Guard player in your tournament or your pool or your scene, and you automatically know how to play this guy, right? Like I do this against him. It's super, how can I say, like
You see all of the
right? Like
you see all the focus fire mechanics in the game come out.
Yeah.
And then your auto take becomes never take.
Right.
So like they'll never last. Anytime there's just one model who's like, I am big and stompy, the game has too many +1 to wound or reroll wounds for the whole army against this one thing mechanics now that it will stabilize itself.
Yeah.
And also you don't want it to be you don't want auto takes. No book should have auto takes other than troops because you need troops to play the game. Everything else should be a decision. Otherwise, your book's lame.
It should still be a good decision, if you take Magnus, but it shouldn't be the only decision, right? So yeah.
Thank you, damn it. Bridger got a question for you.
Yep.
When are we going to kill Tina? I'm just messing with you. Sorry. When we going to see your zombie dragons at the table? This I butchered, but do you get this, Bridger?
Yeah, I get it. So
Kill team.
Kill Tina.
Kill team is definitely not a priority, especially the way that we should play the two factions that are in the box. I think Adrian built the models, maybe?
Orcs are definitely built.
Okay.
I don't know.
We should get the guard built. It is a decision, so we shouldn't just blindly build them because you can build them in such a way they're unplayable. So
let's brainstorm a little bit.
Not do that.
You're going to be the one building them, so you can do that.
We should play those factions in Kill Team because they're like actually fleshed out factions with cool rules. Everybody else is basically index. Zombie dragons on the table. I kind of changed gears to ogres. I've been like really busy. I haven't been painting, but I've been able to take like 5 minutes to build an ogre here and there. So like, if I'm going to an event tomorrow, I already have a gift card at this place. If I get first or second, I'll get another gift card.
You mentioned
if they have another Battle Force box for ogres, I will buy it.
Picking it up.
And then I will finish building the ogres. There's some man-eaters that I want and don't have, so I might buy more man-eaters. And I have to talk to you about some resin sub-assemblies because it's a mess. Okay. Anyway, ogres I think are going to happen before Flesh Eater Courts because we also, Zach and I have to sit down and just airbrush like 100 ghouls. And that's just not fun. So we're both putting that off.
That'll go quick though.
With Zach, it'll go quick.
I hope so.
That'll be quick.
It's a lot of ghouls. Anyway, they're coming. It's just like not soon because I'm a sad, busy person.
Damon, I played a game against Megan, and she took one of Adrian's zombie dragons, and I gotta say, it did not do
Terrorgeist
well.
or zombie dragon?
Zombie dragon. Not for Terrorgeist.
I have Terrorgeists. Slightly different.
Slightly different. They both kind of collapsed. They both kind of fell apart quickly.
Mine also have dudes on top.
Oh yeah, this one did not. The vampire guy on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Mine's not a vampire.
Yours is a.
Yours would be a vampire on Zombie Dragon, but I would have a Ghoul King on Terrorgeist. Very different, Zach.
Very different.
Can't even compare them.
It is a cool model, and it's old. It's an old model, but it holds up. I think if painted well.
The modeling, the rules do not hold up.
The rules don't. It's also an easy model to paint not well. To paint in a really unimpressive way. If you just tackle a zombie dragon model as if it was like the same way you paint your hordes of skeletons, you will end up with a large model that looks unimpressive.
I did that with Arcan. I painted Arcan, although he has like some. I like night haunted because he has a rib cage full of skulls, and I like night haunted the skulls. So it was the blue.
The
night haunt paint.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. The technical paint.
But his rib cage was still bone, and that looked all right. But it is. I know what you're saying. It is easy if you just see a model with a ton of bone, and you're just like, "You shabty bone. I'm gonna spray paint it." It looks pretty bad.
Yeah. Thank you, Matthew. Evening Titans just finished off those bearded Primaris Space Wolves for you guys. Hoping to get them shipped next week. Keep up the great content. Thanks, Matthew.
Thanks, Matthew.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, that's exciting.
We haven't played Space Wolves in a while. John, when are you going to play Space Wolves?
I'm down to play Space Wolves. Yeah, we haven't played Space Wolves since Brian left. Yeah, so I'm down. Yeah, we got to like pick up stuff we haven't played in a while, for sure.
Thank you, M1. Thanks, guys, for the earlier answer about Dark Angels. How many Deathwing Termies are too many? Also curious about the must-have Space Wolf units. Speaking of. Thank you. And thank you, M1. What do we think, guys? Deathwing Termies?
How many is too many?
How many is too many?
I think that's probably not the right way to think about it. I think you want to think about the Raven Wing first, and then say, with my remaining points, how many Terminators can I have? Starting with command squads, like a bunch of little two-mans. And then you want one big unit with storm shields of full Deathwing Terminators.
5 or 10?
It's a tough choice. I think...
I'm trying to remember how I usually... You definitely want, like 2 squads of...
2 of 5?
5, maybe?
But if you have 1 of 10, you can combat squad.
And then you'll have more room for the command squads?
You just have flexibility.
Yeah.
You'll probably take 3 command squads because they're just so cheap. But then the focus of the army is not on the Terminators. Like, you're coming at this from the wrong perspective. Coming at this from the like 6 months ago perspective. The now perspective is how much Raven Wing do I want? Because you'll run out of good Raven Wing units, funnily enough. You'll take like your 3 attack bike units, and you'll take some normal biker squads, and you'll take the Talon Master, and you'll be like, cool, rest of this garbage, I'm out. Although some of the speeders are like, okay. But you'll switch over to Deathwing when you're satisfied on Ravenwing.
Right.
And then with your remaining points, you figure it out.
They're your filler. Yeah.
Redemptor Dreadnought, Space Wolves.
What do we like? Space Wolves, Redemptor Dreadnought.
Curious about the must-have Space
what do you
Wolf
think?
units.
Adrian likes the wolves, we know.
Redemptors, you can't go wrong.
Fenrisian Wolves? Yeah.
Fenrisian wolves, yeah.
Yeah, they're nice throwaway, for sure. In an army that's pretty elite, it's good to have some throwaway, for sure. I don't know what else. It's a good question. Yeah, Redemptor. Characters are great.
Their characters are really
I think
good.
just
Right.
like the bread and butter troops are just great too. Like enough to like charge things and move up the field with and cause a lot of threats with their.
Would you go Blood Claw or Intercessor?
I had intercessors in mind, but Blood Claws. How many points are they? Are they still? They're 1 wound, aren't they?
No, they're 2 wounds.
Oh, they're 2 wounds.
They're like Tac Marines.
Okay.
They're Tac Marines with like 1 more attack and BS4 or something. They're very weird.
Yeah, I mean you can get crazy with them. No, I would say intercessors just to be safe. Get the OBSEC.
They're both OBSEC.
Are they really? Oh no! Wait, Blood Claws are
Tac Marines.
Tac Marines. Oh, so they're assault Marines basically.
They're BS4, but they have an extra attack. They're very weird.
Are they weapon skill 3 or 4?
Their weapons go 3 still,
Okay.
Yeah.
and they get +1 to hit on the charge because they're Space Wolves. So they're hitting on 2s in combat with an extra attack, but they're BS4 because they're like crazy. They're like insane combat Space Wolves.
Yeah, I'm not sold on Blood Claws. So yeah, I would go with intercessors for sure.
There you
go. Thank you, Toots and D. Would you ever use Gene Stealer Cult as an addition to Tyranids or pure with Nids, Astra Militarum, or are they just unplayable? So would you add these guys into Tyranids?
Yeah, totally.
Or would you?
There's a lot of Gene Stealers are just so good when you bring Gene Stealer Cult with them. They get like a bunch of bonuses, right? I think you get
Pure Strain Gene Stealers?
Is it Pure Strain?
You're talking about the unit Gene Stealers?
Yeah, the unit Gene Stealers.
Get worse with Gene Stealer Cult.
Really?
Yeah. They goofed on that one. You should soup a small Gene Stealer Cult detachment. This is like the tech. I just got back from Charity Hammer
or something?
like 2.5 weeks ago. Yeah, I think it's a patrol. With like some of the best Tyranid players in the world. And I didn't spend too much time talking to them, but they like all had a GSC detachment. And you bring in like a Magos and a Swarmlord or something. You bring it's like you soup in for just a couple characters and maybe like 1 unit of acolytes that you deep strike.
Yeah.
Because it's so much utility. A Magos coming up in the corner of the board doing some nonsense, casting a power. It's just utility. It's the same reason you bring who's their poop non-character guy? The Ooga Booga, he's got like arms like this. The Tyranid guy.
Wait,
There's a Tyranid non-character who should be a character.
Non-character?
Red. Is he like a unique one of the unique ones?
No.
What?
Lictor. Yes.
Oh,
For
yeah,
the same reason that you take Lictors as Tyranids, you take a detachment of Gene Stealer Cults as Tyranids. And they just deep strike and they'll come in and do something of utility. They can come in 3 inches away and steal an objective as OBSEC with acolytes. They can't shoot or charge, that's fine. Or they can shoot, they can't charge. That's fine, you're not charging with them. You're just popping up on an objective and stealing it. It's so much utility. You gotta take it.
Nice. Yeah, that's good.
But also take Lictors.
Thank you, Damn It. Damn It just reminds us that John, 31 tabs open in that
counted
one
them.
window.
No.
Stop it, John. Get some help. 31 tabs is a lot.
No, I
too many
need
tabs.
more RAM is what I need.
You need like a tab manager. You also do need more RAM. 16 rookie numbers. Come on.
Well, 31 tabs is interesting because it seems like hard for me to imagine that some of those aren't like a couple months old.
No, I'm sure they are.
It could just also be like YouTube and like Wahapedia, like just getting out of hand as well. Like, cause you can't just like flip through YouTube in like a linear fashion. You know, you have to open a tab here, open a tab there. You know, save that video for later, halfway through. You know, you might need that data sheet later on Wahapedia.
I'm actually like YouTube's perfect like end user because I just let it autoplay whatever all the time.
Oh
It's
no.
just like
You've
YouTube's
given
just
into the formula.
constantly. It's just going. It's on a loop of whatever they think I need to eat, straight into my brain.
Oh jeez.
I'm imagining like a tab of like Converse that aren't even on sale anymore by the time you go back.
Oh yeah, that also it might be like shirts that are just
sale?
like not even sold anymore.
Oh, this is great. This Memorial Day sale.
Dude, you know what? I have a tab that keeps expiring. I need to get a real ID because like October, you can't use your driver's license anymore
Wait, really?
to fly.
That's very soon.
That's a California thing. Yeah.
That's soon.
October?
You guys need real IDs.
Yeah, I have one. That's gonna be rough.
So I have to get that, but the tab keeps timing out because it's like a government tab or whatever. It's like I'll leave it open because I'm a degenerate like John.
Yeah.
And I'll come back a couple days later and it's like, no, you got to start over. You
31
can't.
tabs is a lot. All right. Thank
news
you,
to me.
thank you, Brandon. I am new and have an Iron Hands falchion. How should I play this in game? Aggressive, passive? Any tips? I'm running some melee to help cap points.
Sorry, Iron Hand's Falchion? When I think of Falchions now, I think of dually swords.
Super heavy tank destroyer.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
It's a big tank with like a volcano cannon on it. You can't just stick it out because it'll die. They'll kill it. But you also can't just hold it in the back and have it do nothing all game because it's a bunch of points. It's a tough balance. It's very board dependent, very mission dependent.
Yeah. Keep it behind cover. Peek out when you have a good kill, and then overload them with threats, hopefully, with other things, so that thing doesn't die in vain at least.
Right. If you look back at our game from today, I illustrated the two possible ways to play it with my two tank commanders. One of them was deployed in the open, died turn one. And the other one found an alleyway that he could just creep along with targets to shoot the whole time without much response.
Well, which one do you think is better?
Definitely deploy out in the open, die turn one. That's the way to play it. Because then your opponent will feel bad for you. And they'll just give you points.
Thank you, M1. Sad to hear people down on Kill Team. Yes, they removed some customizability, but that will come back over time. They did completely revamp the game as well. Bridger, you know more about the rules than I do. I'm not worried about the lack of being able to customize because if the rules are fun, then I think that's an improvement. I did not love the rules for the last edition of Kill Team. It seemed like a lot of, here's pick this guy. Can you get a 6 in your shooting phase to hit the guy 10 inches away? No.
That's all gone.
Move to the next guy. Did you get a 6? No. And then everyone in close combat just murders you.
Right.
As a Tau player playing Kill Team with Tau, I was like,
Kill Team is Tau sucked.
This is not that fun. It seemed really out of balance, like bad matchups all over.
The thing that people are really upset about is that they can't play their old Kill Teams anymore. Because Kill Teams used to be a mix of units. That's what made it fun and interesting. Is you're like, I'm Tyranids. I'm going to have like a couple Gene Stealers and a Tyranid Warrior, and maybe I'll have some Gaunts. And like, this is my scrappy squad of guys who like goes around and does things, right? That's Kill Team. You have a covert operation small squad of mixed specialists.
Yeah, I don't care about that, I guess.
But that's what everybody did. It's like they had kill teams. They were like, here's a Reaver and an Intercessor Sergeant, and I have like a Tech Marine over here with a missile launcher. That was how people built their kill teams.
Yeah.
And none of that's legal anymore. You can't do that mixing. You get at most 2 data sheets.
Wow.
I think that sounds more interesting.
It's
personally.
a more competitive, friendly game. They designed it to be. They also took out most of the specialism stuff. You used to have like, you got to pick 3 specialists, and one of them was your leader, and there was like this branching experience tree.
Guy,
right, you'd have yeah. All that's gone, and the only people who get that back are everybody gets it back if you play Crusade, if you play like the narrative game,
Sure.
which they did a lot better on in this kill. The old Kill Team had like no narrative games at all. New Kill Team, very cool narrative. You like level up your guys. They every data sheet has like 4 different options on like, it's like a lit thing or not lit, and that means you can be a specialist of that or not. So like intercessors, maybe they're not durable, but they're good at shooting and fighting, so you could be specialists in those. Okay, so that's one system for having specialists. Or if you have a campaign book come out for you, your faction will just have brand new rules that are overlapping or like to the side. Like you can play guardsmen, or you can play elite guardsmen or veteran guardsmen, I think is what they're called, which is just the Krieger models. And your squad is not just 7 guardsmen, 2 gunners, and a sergeant. It's like a medic and a heavy gunner and a light gunner and a comms guy and a leader.
This is what M1 is saying. He said, and you were saying this earlier, even during our game, that you expect this stuff to come back.
But that's not a healthy way to do it. To say like, okay, all the factions can play right now, but you're all index, vanilla, boring. You have no special rules. You just have a data sheet with basic, fundamental, here's your weapons, here's what you hit on. Versus, oh, these 2 factions have a campaign book. They're fleshed out with all these special rules, and there's like the orcs have their commandos, and they do all these crazy weird things, and it doesn't feel good to be like, I'm the Space Marine guy, I have 10 scouts, that's it.
Yeah.
And I'm against your cool commandos who are doing backflips.
Very reminiscent of like 8th, where they came out with those like very vanilla. Yeah. Everyone got data sheets, but really no rules beyond that.
But this is an ongoing thing. We're in that now, right? Like we literally just talked. We don't want to play these 2 armies against Drukhari, against AdMech, even against some of the 2nd tier 9th Ed, right?
Sure.
A lot of 8th Ed can't hold up. So this is not unusual that it's a little painful when it comes out, right?
There's some storming and norming that happens at the beginning of editions, right? And Kill Team is probably going through the same for a while at least.
I think it's just there's too many straws. Like I think this is kind of the last straw for a lot of people where it's like, okay, my old Kill Team doesn't work, and I have to pay like $150 in books just to play Kill Team now, whereas it used to be a single $40 book. And until my campaign comes out, which I have to pay another $50 for, I get super vanilla rules, and I'm playing against backflipping orcs and guardsmen. Like it's just too many things where it's like...
There's so many barriers, and I can totally see why people are down in the dumps for sure. But the light at the end of the tunnel is hopefully more depth is coming to those.
I mean, for people like us who own like unlimited reservoirs of every army, it's great. We're like, oh yeah, Kill Team. Every time a new rulebook comes out, we'll just buy it and play those 2 factions. It'll be great.
We already have the models.
We already have the models, and it doesn't matter. But for the average skirmish gamer to say like, oh, you can't, sorry dude, you can't play that anymore. You got to build a whole new army, and it's not what you want. Sorry. That sucks for skirmish people.
I think it'll take maybe a little while, but I think it's going to settle in and hopefully be fun. I think as long as the end rules are a little more compelling than the end rules on the previous edition, I'll be excited about it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Punda. The Alpha Legion Marine is the now Legends Imperial Space Marine with the combi disintegrator gun, and this is the one that was sent to us with the green.
Right.
Awesome.
You had mentioned.
The
Alpha Legion must. Yeah.
Did we get that gun?
That
the first
gun
time?
was awesome. No, I saw it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a Deathwatch gun.
Yeah.
Because the Deathwatch have the Inferno Heavy Bolter or something. But no, that's
combi disintegration gun.
Because it's a normal bolter barrel, but actually kind of a rounded, narrow bolter barrel. And then under it is a tiny little flamer. And then under that is the bayonet. The gun looked dope. But it looked not at all Space Marine.
Yeah.
Awesome. Here's Michael. Thank you, Michael Cody. As always, everyone have a week so good you're happier than me seeing Bridger troll Adrian by wearing the Bob's Burger t-shirt. Hashtag justice for Bob. Bob's Burger is a favorite show of mine and Bridger's. Dude. Hearing Adrian not like Bob's Burger, like it's...
Oh, really?
It's weird to not like that show.
It's such, like, I don't want to say it's bland, but it's so inoffensive. It's like such a, how can you be upset at this show? There's nothing...
What did Bob do to you?
It's a very lightly textured show. There's nothing, no sharp edges. There's nothing to
There's
upset
no hot takes.
you.
Yeah.
It's just that voice actor got a show, and he's like 5 characters in the show, and it's his brand of humor, and he's like in his mid-40s, having mid-40s humor. Yeah. It's fine.
He's older than that. But the point is, it's a little bit like somebody saying, I don't like pizza.
Yes, it's so inoffensive. Like, why?
Okay. Yeah.
What did okay? Maybe you're lactose intolerant, but why?
Oh, Adrian.
Adrian is lactose intolerant. That's why he doesn't like Bob's Burgers.
We solved it. That's the source.
Thank you, Reactor Worker. I know demonic ritual in matched play requires you to save list points for whatever you intend to summon, but is there a rule stopping re-summoning? So this, when he says re-summoning, Reactor Worker, if you're still in the chat, Maybe he means like bringing like how
Bringing models back, like with an apothecary.
yeah, or like like the T-Sons
Or
can
the
do this now.
banner?
Cult of Time does this a little bit now, right? Yeah.
Wait, sorry. I know it requires.
Okay. Sorry. I think he's saying like basically demonic ritual has a rule
Right.
attached to it, which is that the rule is you have to pay for stuff.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of rule that resummoning, bringing back a scarab occult
So no.
Terminator?
So no. I mean
That doesn't cost points.
Yeah, that doesn't cost points.
You already paid for that guy. He died and then got back up.
Right.
Yeah,
Or in the case of demons, the banner brings him back. Don't have to pay for that.
Yeah, if we are reading you right.
Yeah,
here.
like even in like Terminus Est kind of bring back a Poxwalker squad, you don't even have to pay for that. So I mean, no.
But
that's probably a better example of what
Yeah.
he's talking about
Yeah,
than what we're saying. Yeah.
yeah. But if you, let's say you pay points to summon in 10 bloodletters and they die, if you want to summon them again, you need to pay the points for those. They're not free just because you already summoned in 10.
Right. As long as they're not currently in play right now, can you resummon them? Might be his question.
The answer
Yeah,
is no.
unfortunately, no. Wow.
Every time you summon costs points.
Yeah. But that is an interesting loophole that I would like to see the wording for exactly, but yeah.
I think it's weird that horrors got kind of boned on this whole bring back models or like split, because splitting costs points. So if you want to turn a pink into 2 blues, you have to pay points for the blues.
Yeah, it's weird.
Which is like their fundamental mechanic that doesn't really work anymore.
Right. That shouldn't be a thing.
That's kind of lame.
Yeah.
But I also don't want pinks at their points to split for free because my God, 5 wounds per model for pinks.
Do you know how that works in AOS? Because the same unit.
They're free. Everything in AOS is free.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting. Pinks are like
Disciples of Zinch are pretty rough in AOS,
pinks.
right?
I think are hands down the strongest unit in the game in AOS right now. Which is weird, but
because
like
of this.
Yeah, because of this nonsense where it's just like there's so many ways to summon 10 pinks in AOS, and 10 pinks is 50 wounds, and you're like, that's not reasonable. That's not okay. Why can he do this? And it's 50 wounds that snake out onto your objective every time you try to kill them.
Oh, jeez.
It's gross.
Thanks again, M1. He says there's still a lot of customization in Kill Team with equipment, and the barrier for entry is lower since you could buy 1/2 boxes and have a top tier, 1 or 2 boxes and have a top tier team.
Yeah, that is true. I have
true.
like for some like one of the first times like some of my best friends that I've known forever that never really got into 40K have like said like, oh, I want to try Kill Team now, and it's cool for them because they're going to be their first box. They can split the box and have a cool fun army right off the bat. So barrier for entry pretty low.
It is a good and same right. People I've played with people who only play Kill Team. They never want to pull the trigger to get like deeper into 40K.
I've never met such a person.
They exist.
They exist.
Yeah, Kill Team has always been kind of like that first little step into the scene, the Warhammer.
And I think they
scene.
did make it more inviting to say like you can just buy 2 boxes and
less data sheets to learn, I guess.
you're good to go.
Yeah.
It is a lower barrier to entry. They did drastically lower the customization though. Like you say they have equipment, but the equipment is not a fully fleshed out system unless you have a campaign book. Because like the equipment is very underwhelming. Like I was on a 14-hour road trip with those books.
Book, yeah.
And so I was poring over those books. I was like hours and hours with the pages. And like they're most of the equipment stuff's like wholly uninteresting, likely won't influence the game at all. And the strats are wild. It's like they vary from like does nothing, don't even bother, why is this in the book, to completely broken, this strat defines the faction, it's not fair. It's a crazy game. I want to play it. I still haven't gotten anybody to play it with me because we have so many things we have to do, but I don't know.
We'll find time.
There's way less customization. Like they put some back, but it's not. It's like 1 step forward, 3 steps back.
Guys, that's it. We did it.
Wow.
Yeah, we did it.
So what's going on this upcoming week? What are we up to?
So Tuesday, we're going to put out the vote after this for kind of like a new army game. Finally, there's no kind of Codex releases, so we're kind of free to pick and choose what armies we're playing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what you guys choose, and we'll try to pick a cool opponent for them.
Yeah, that's you and Adrian on Tuesday?
I believe so, I want to say.
Cool, cool.
Yeah. And then on Wednesday?
Wednesday, Zach, you're doing a thing?
Wednesday, we are working on Eldar trains, starting a new board. Going to be really exciting, yeah. 3D printed, giant Eldar buildings.
Cool.
Very exciting.
I think that's everything. I guess we'll thank everyone for joining us on the Good Talk, and we'll catch you next time on the Tabletop. Bye.
Bye. See you guys.